Hey guys, I'm back, and this is going to be Chronicle number 8 of Let's Make a Game of Thrones mod for Mount Blade 2 Bannerlord. It's getting close. My mod, The Realm of Thrones, will be here on Friday, at least the first version of it. It's going to have a lot of new stuff, but there is also going to be stuff that's not going to be finished. Just to give you some warning, I'm doing everything I can to, change as much as I can, but there will be some stuff not complete and is a work in progress. So just to give you a warning ahead of time. We're going to be going through some of the troop trees that I got done in a minute. I just want to get you guys to please join my Discord. I'm going to put the link in the comment section. That really helps me out a lot, and that will help this mod grow because I'm friends with a lot of other mod developers on Discord, and when you have a bunch of Discord followers, people notice that, and that can cause some 3D artists and some 3D modelers to join my team, or at least join me and make a team so we can get this mod going even faster. So it's really important. Please join my Discord. Let's build the prestige of this mod, and hopefully we can get some people on board and to make this thing one of the best mods out there. And Friday, if you don't know already, Friday I will have version 1.0 early access alpha version 1.0 come out on Friday. It'll probably be Friday evening Eastern time. I'll have to do it once I get off work. It shouldn't take that long to upload because this first version is going to be mostly just XML files that I've modded the hell out of. So Friday, probably 7, 8, 9, whatever, sometime in the evening Eastern time, I'll have the first version of this mod down for you to download. So without further ado, let's look at some of the... Oh yeah, before I get started, I just want to let you know I've been getting a bunch of backlash from certain other Game of Thrones mods threatening me, telling me to quit making videos, all kinds of stuff, calling me all kinds of, harassing me pretty much. And it's crazy because I have one Game of Thrones Bannerlord mod that's been excellent, been a huge help. I mean, I consider Lone Warrior kind of like one of my mentors. When I first started doing this mod, I reached out to him to ask him about how he went about making his custom map, and he literally wrote a book of stuff helping me. And then another mod, which I don't really want to mention the name right now, has did everything they can to destroy me. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm friends with one Game of Thrones mod, and I'm not so much with the other right now. I'd like to, as far as I'm concerned, I want as many good Game of Thrones mods out there as possible. So I don't care. I love Clash of Kings and I love A World of Ice and Fire. So I don't see why we can't just all get along. I don't know why anybody would be threatened by me. I literally don't have one piece of armor in this mod. I literally just have this custom map and then a bunch of XML files that I've pretty much edited to high heaven. That's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's start looking at these troop trees. I did several troop trees since the last episode. I think we stopped off with the Night's Watch. So we're going to move on down. The next thing we're going to look at is going to be the let's do the Vale first. Look at my Vale troop trees, and as I noticed whenever I started to make the Vale troop tree, I'm like, this mod is really missing plate armor because this is where my first where I'd love to have some plate armor, but we don't have it. So I kind of just got to make do with some hauberks and chainmail and stuff like that for now. Let's go ahead and go through this troop tree. This is going to be a heavy cavalry focused troop tree. And so in order to make something so cavalry focused, I had to give it some pretty significant weaknesses everywhere else. So let's go ahead and go through this. We're going to start out with a Vale Recruit. Then he can go to a Vale Footman or a Vale Bowman. The Vale Bowman can then level up into a Vale Archer. And that's it. I stopped him right there with the Vale Archer. Okay, I don't know why this guy's... Whenever I click on him, it goes by itself. I don't know. Okay, anyways, Vale Archer. The Vale Footman can then be opened up, and whenever you level up a Vale Footman, he can go to a Vale Soldier. This is going to be their top tier infantry right here, and it's only going to be a tier level 3. And I did this, I had to give it two pretty significant weaknesses because its cavalry is going to be so strong, it's going to be ridiculous. But then the other option is the Vale Rider. And I took my Vale Rider, and he can either, once he levels up, he can go to be a Vale Lancer or a Vale Volgier. So there you go. And then these guys upgrade into a Elite Vale Lancer or Elite Vale Volgier. So it's got two, we got swinging weapons on it and piercing weapons on the horse. So there you go. And both of them are have heavy plated horses. So there we go with that. The next thing we're going to look at is, let's look at the noble line for the Vale. I don't know why these troop trees are not want to start up. It's like when you click on one, it don't show everything above it. So it's been kind of weird. So anyways, we start out with a Vale Page. Then we go up to a Vale Squire. These first two levels are infantry. And then my Vale Squire then goes up to a Vale Knight. So there he is, my Vale Knight. Then we go up to a Vale Elite Knight. I gave him a big, nice, heavy lance. And then we're going to have even the heaviest of all knights here. We got a Knight of the Vale. There you go. There's the Knight of the Vale. Heavy, heavy dose of cavalry. And I wouldn't see the Vale any other way. So there you go. That is the Vale for you. We're going to then move on to the Riverlands. Let's check out my Riverlands troop trees. It's kind of annoying with these troop trees. I don't know why it's just showing one at a time. So I guess I need to go find my Riverlands Recruit. So I'll show the whole troop tree. There we go. Okay, let's start it out with the Riverlands Recruit. He can then split up to be a Riverlands Footman or a Riverlands Bowman. The Footman will then go up to a Riverlands Man-at-Arms. The Man-at-Arms can then go up to a Riverlands Axeman. It's a pretty unique little guy. He's got a hooked Western axe, and then he's got two sets of throwing axes. I think that's a pretty cool little, unique little troop I had going right there. The Riverland Man-at-Arms can then go up to be the Riverlands only, true cavalry little chain here. It could be the Riverlands Horseman. He'll have his spear and a sword. Then that horseman can go up to their only heavy cav option, which is the Riverlands Cavalry, which he's even got better armor, better horse, chain harness on it, the spear and all that stuff. Your bowman can then go up to an archer, which can then go up to an elite archer. Got a double stack of arrows. Your Riverlands elite archer can then split up and be a Riverlands Ranger. I gave him a knight arming sword, good nice sword. He's got a Western longbow. He's got a double stack of bodkin arrows. This Ranger, the way he differentiates from the Northern Ranger, he don't have a shield. He's got two stacks of arrows. The Northern Ranger has a shield and has one stack of arrows. So that's how they kind of differentiate. I'm really not sure. Let's see. This guy's got a 32, then an 8. So he's got a 40 complete body armor right there. So I'm not quite sure which one has the best armor rating, but I mean they're similar. Just this guy's got more arrows. That guy's got a little bit more defensive capabilities. The elite archer can also level up. I went ahead and threw them in there. One good, horse archer. So we got a Riverlands Mounted Ranger. He's pretty good too. Still got that nice good sword. Got a pretty decent little, bow, and then got 2 stacks of bodkin arrows. So this guy's gonna be pretty deadly, and he's still rocking the same 40, good. He don't have a really heavily armored horse, but he don't really need one. There you go, a Riverlands Mounted Ranger. Since I have such a good foundation right here for archery, for the Riverlands, I wanted to go a different route on their noble units. So I kind of did something kind of unique over here. So we're gonna check it out. My Riverlands noble. Okay, here's the path I went for the Riverlands. You start out with a Riverlands son, Riverlord's son. He can then go up to a Riverlands swordsman. I don't know exactly how this is going to work out, but he's got his knightly arming sword, has a shield, so he has the one-handed version and he has a wide fuller northern greatsword. So I'm making this a sword, kind of a dual sword. I'm hoping, I don't know how the AI is going to work. I'm hoping that as he's running up the, field and arrows is coming, he'll have his one-handed sword out and his shield. And then as he gets closer to the, scrum, he pulls out his two-hander and hacks away. So this is what I'm hoping will happen. I'm hoping the AI, and the same way with the, during sieges. I think as he's running up and getting bombarded by arrow, I hope he has his shield out. Then as he gets, somewhere where he's got some wide open space to swing away, pull out a sword, and then as he gets in the little tight corridors, pull back out his sword and his shield. So I don't know how that's going to work. That's how I hope that's going to work. So I wanted to give him a heavy dose of swordman right here from the Riverlands. So my Riverland swordsman can then go up to a Riverlands elite swordsman. I think I just kind of gave him a little bit better armor, a little bit. Let's see. Let's see what the difference is here. I think the difference is I upgraded his accessories, gave him a better vambrace and gave him better boots. But anyways, he's got better stats because he's a level higher. My Riverlands elite swordsman then can go up to a Riverlands sword master. He's got this big nice scale shoulders, 14 armor, so he's a whole lot better armored. And he's still got the same swords. And then my ultimate Riverland guy is my Riverland Admiral. And I gave him this big, nice luxury scale armor. Gave him a better, nice hat. So, this guy right here is decked out. Riverlands Admiral. I might go and change this to Riverlands Captain. I don't know. Because I kind of like, with all those rivers around, it's kind of almost like a river navy almost in a way. So, and then in the books how they had like the boat battles and stuff, chasing the guys down the rivers. Anyways, there is my Riverlands noble troop tree. The next one I'm going to show you is going to be my Dragonstone. Let's go ahead and check out my Dragonstone. Let's see. I need to start at the bottom. Let's see. Dragonstone. Where's my nobody Dragonstone guy? Dragonstone Recruit. Okay, here we go. Here's my Dragonstone troop tree. Basic starts out with Recruit. Then he'll go down to a Dragonstone Footman. That Footman can then split up to be a Dragonstone Soldier or a Dragonstone Bowman. That Bowman can go up to just a Dragonstone Archer, which is just a tier 4 troop. I kind of stopped this here. I wanted this to be one of the weaknesses of Dragonstone because I want to have him some pretty cool other troops. So then we're going to kind of go on. The Dragonstone Soldier can then split up to be a Dragonstone Brute. I gave him a big two-handed sword and gave him a spear. Or he can go to be a Dragonstone Rider. He's got, a spear and a one-handed sword and a shield. That Dragonstone Brute levels up into a Dragonstone Headsman. This guy's got a big, nice spear and got a huge, nice two-handed sword. And it's got some pretty good armor. He's got, this nice little legionary stuff going on. So there, I like that little red accents on the red and black. I kind of wish we had a little bit more black on this, somewhere in here. But it's kind of, I'm at the mercy of the color scheme of Bannerlord. So we're kind of just doing what we can do. Okay, so that's my Dragonstone Headsman, pretty nice troop. My Dragonstone Rider can then go up to a Dragonstone Horseman. It's a pretty good, nice little heavy horseman. Spear, shield, your traditional, cavalry troop right here. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at the Dragonstone Noble. So Dragonstone Noble's son. Okay, this is a pretty cool little troop tree that I made up. It's kind of different. So we're going to have a look at this. So we're starting out with a Noble Dragon's son. Dragonstone's Noble son. And then he goes up to a Dragonstone Squire. He just has a good, nice one-handed sword. And I gave him some javelins in here. So, I'm kind of already starting out kind of unique right here for what I usually do. Then we're going up to a Dragonstone Knight. This is the way this knight's different than the other one. He don't have a shield, but I did give him those same javelins. So now he's kind of like a skirmisher knight type deal. He got a sword, and I even threw a spear in there so he can, have some charge ability also. There's my Dragonstone Knight. My Dragonstone Knight will go up to a Dragonstone Shot Knight. And this guy right here is a beast. He's got a, same one-handed sword. Same spear, so he still got all the capabilities minus the shield. But then I gave him a double stack of Eastern javelins. And these little javelins right here are pretty badass. So this Joker's going to have, stack them out, he's going to have 10 throwing spears. So this Dragonstone Shock Knight you don't want to mess with right here. Okay, the very last level of Dragonstone troop I got, their top elite troop, is going to be the Dragonstone Steel Curtain. I mean, this guy's pretty bad. I gave him this nice big white tabard over Mel Halbert. Gave him all kinds of good stuff. He still got his nice sword, still got the Eastern Javelin, still got the big nice heavy lance. But the difference is I took away one of his Eastern Javelins and gave him a shield. So now he's got a little bit more he's more of a defensive posture now. So there he goes. There we go. That is your Dragonstone Steel Curtain. Pretty nice troop. I love that black and red. I can't wait to do my Targaryen stuff. How cool that's gonna look. Okay, that's all the troop trees I got done right now. That's where we at. What's on my agenda? What I'm trying to get done before Friday. That's imperative for me to get done is the next thing I'm doing is Stormlands. We're gonna have a brand new Stormlands troop tree. Which is going to be heavily focused on blunt weapons. I'm going to have a bunch of mace type things going on here. So that's where I'm going to be focusing on with the Stormlands. And then I'm going to make a complete brand new troop tree for the the Reach. So then we'll have the Reach. They're going to get a brand new troop tree. That's one. That's two. Where I'm going to be slacking a little bit. So for all you guys, just kind of give you a heads up. I'm probably just, for right now, the Iron Islands, I'm probably just going to kind of make the Sturgia, Sturgian, because since they already have troop trees, go ahead and just make Sturgia my, my Iron Men for right now. So they're going to be Sturgias until I can get in there. If I got time, I'll go and edit these guys, but they're not high on my priority list. They're only 2 towns and 2 castles, and, right there, I got a few little villages, so you'll be able to get Sturgia people right in here. So, I mean, so there we go. Another thing, Westerlands and Valandia, I just kind of transformed them into my Valandia troop tree. So if I get time before Friday, I'll go in here and make some changes. But as far as right now, it's really not high on my priority list. I went ahead and go ahead and change the names to Westerlands, but I'm going to make some changes, but I'm not in a rush to get this done right now. The same way with Dorne. I got big plans for Dorne. But for right now, they're just Azari. Like, I really want to give them a nice elite spear troop. Kind of like I did with the Riverlands with the Swordmaster. I want to give them a Spearmaster. Where they have a piercing, like a lance, and they have a swinging pole arm. So that's my goal, kind of have like an Oberyn Martell guy. So that's what I'm going to do with their noble troops. So as for right now, they're just Dorne. They're just Dornish. Where they're just Azrai changed to Dornish, but in the future they will get their own thing too. All these little minor kingdoms over here in Essos. We're talking about Bravos, Lorath, Norvos, Pentos, Cor, Tyrosh, Mir, Lys, and even probably Volantis. These guys are just going to have Empire troops. These are going to be Empire. There's no way in hell I'm getting all brand new troop trees, all these done by Friday. So for this first update, these will be, if you want Empire troop, if you want a Cataphract or a Palatine Guard or whatever, come over here and you can get them in Essos. My Khuzait, I changed over to the Dothraki. So I may be able to get around to this, changing these, taking some of the clothes off these guys, make them look like Dothraki. But this is my Khuzaits right now. But I'm going to transform into the Dothraki. Hopefully I can get it done by Friday. If not, you'll have some Khuzaits out here. I'm going to definitely get down here to making a troop tree for Targaryens. I can't put out my update without, not my update, my first version of my mod without having some good troops down here. So I'm definitely going to, that's my goal. I want to have a brand new Targaryen troop tree, a noble troop tree. I want to have a brand new Reach troop tree, a noble troop tree, and a brand new Stormlands troop tree, a noble troop tree. And then we'll just I'll work on the Westerlands Iron Islands and Dorne. And what the Dothraki Khuzaits or whatever. That'll be the next thing on my agenda. And my last thing on my agenda is gonna be getting these guys their own kingdom, their own stuff. I have to do some research. I'm not even really sure. Other than like the Tiger Guards and crap down here in Volantis, I'm really not sure exactly what these guys will be specialized in. I'm gonna have to do some digging for this stuff, especially like Lorath and stuff like that. All right. Well, anyways, that's all I got for you today. Please join the Discord. Please, check it out. Give me any kind of comments, anything you need to tell me. Let me know over there. Just check the comment sections for that. Until next time.